Well, welcome back to the morning show here on Arise News. The race for global relevance and a secure future continues to manifest in the humongous amount of money being committed by many countries to research and development in technology and digital skills. In the midst of their economic turmoil and the need to feed their ever-expanding populations, Nigeria and other middle-level countries can hardly boast of the capacity needed to compete. However, small wins are spontaneously being recorded through the efforts of individuals and non-governmental platforms. We are now being joined by Ruth Afape, who is founder Rubies Foundation, a not-for-profit organization with interest lies in providing a platform for educating, equipping, and empowering Africans with emerging technological and digital skills. Good morning, Ruth, and it's great to have you on the morning show.
Morning show.
Thank you.
So your foundation focuses on upskilling Africans, and you have a very young population. We're speaking about the minimum wage and productivity. So how do you think your foundation can plug that productivity gap in helping to upskill Nigeria's workforce?
Okay, so like you said, what we majorly do is to train kids and teenagers, prepare them while they are young, so that when they grow up, they won't be looking out for what is available. They can create opportunities for themselves, build solutions that are lasting, and they'll become relevant globally. So they won't rely on what they taught me in university. The system is not good. We don't have jobs. They can create jobs themselves. They can be relevant for themselves.
I commend what you do, and I know that there are a number of other organizations like yours, doing similar things. But my question to you is that what's your general assessment when we train these, young lads, either before universities or after, etc.? Do you think that we're doing enough to make them stay in Nigeria, or we are training them for Japa? Because I'm asking because I read this morning an interview that Ali Baba, the MC, the comedian, granted about the fact that many Nigerians, including young entrepreneurs, are liquidating businesses in Nigeria just to, relocate abroad. Is that your experience? Beautiful clip there, but then will they stay?
Okay, so everybody wants a better opportunity. Like, people feel like going outside the country would give them that opportunity. But we've also had stories of people that, they came back to the country based on the knowledge they've gathered, all the opportunities they've seen out there, and create solutions. So I can assure you that we are training them to remain here, but I can say that for those that are interested in making changes, even if they go, they will still be interested in contributing to the country, either by developing other people or coming back to create solutions that will be lasting and also help the country to become better. So that's all I can say. I really can decide for them. People would decide what they want to do with whatever opportunity they get.
You were making a point. I think Chaitan wanted to ask about it.
I was asking, in your view, what the most critical technological and digital skills that young Africans need to acquire to remain globally relevant are, and how Rubies, your foundation, is helping put this together, the curriculum and training programs to meet international best practices.
Okay. It's no longer news that tech is disrupting a lot of things, irrespective of the field you find yourself, either you're a doctor, a lawyer, or whatnot. So it's very important that everyone gets tech inclined, no matter how little it is. Even people in businesses, they have to learn how to market properly on social media, learn all of these skills. So any technical skill that will help boost whatever you're learning. So if you're planning to become a lawyer, you can look into taking skills like data science, data analytics, or whatever you want to do. Any skill will not be a waste. You can go into web development because you can start looking at solving a problem that is related to your field. So any digital or tech skill will work for the young people. Yes, it's never at any age. Even if we are focused on young ones, but we also still encourage the older ones to get started at any time they deem fit to get started.
And how do you get to fund this beautiful initiative?
So when we started, it was self-funded. We managed the resources we had around. That was in 2017. Yeah. It started from a personal vision. Like, I didn't get to know about tech until I got to university. And my choice of course was even based on limited information. Like, I picked the particular course because I felt like this is what is obtainable. So when I got to school, I'm like, why didn't anybody tell me about this? Can we go out there to schools to inform them, the young ones, to make better decisions? So when we started, we were just going to schools around, that wouldn't cost so much. I was still in university then. I was going with some of my colleagues that felt like, oh, let's go and teach them this. So, but as we were growing, it became difficult to keep self-funding, and they started seeking for funds, but we didn't get. But I know in 2019 we got to partner with somebody in the US that sponsored a particular school tech tour that's going to schools and whatnot. But when COVID happened, we couldn't reach out to these people physically again. Everybody was indoors, so we had to move online. But because of the kind of people we wanted to reach with the foundation, they were not online. They don't even have access to these things. So that was when we started looking out for bigger opportunities. And we moved a little bit to a social enterprise, tried to create paid programs online, and then still do for the young ones. But in 2022, that was when we were 5. I started reaching out to bigger organizations, and I reached out to organizations like Python Software Foundation, Indomie, and they were willing to sponsor our projects. That was when we had our major projects going to Joko, teaching the kids there for 1 week for free, but Python and Indomie sponsored that majorly.
All right, thank you so very much. This is nice, having you on the show to talk about this
thank you so
beautiful
much.
initiative of yours.
Yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.